We have a WBC heavyweight title fight taking place next week here in the UK between Tyson Fury and Dereck Chisora. While I'm sure you're looking forward to that fight, is there an element of disappointment that it's not a fight with Anthony Joshua, as I'm sure a lot of people hoped?
Not at all, because that would be a betrayal to our champion. Tyson Fury immediately reached out and called out, and there were negotiations to fight Anthony Joshua. He reached out and called out to fight Usyk. Usyk made it clear that he could not fight before February or March next year. The Joshua led everyone to believe that it could be a reality, and Fury tried his best to give the fans another blockbuster. He's coming from fighting Wilder, White. So for anyone to criticize the champion is not fair. Of course, we all want always the best fight possible, but reality and history shows that it is not like that. It is not possible. It's like if we wanted every game from Liverpool to be the best game of the season. You have a season and you have different teams and you play different. So every sport does not have back after back after back after back. Of course, Tyson Fury being the major attraction in the boxing world, we all want him to be fighting the best possible opponent at all times. But what he's doing is perfectly normal, perfectly within the rules. He's fighting a ranked fighter, and it's interesting. It's a third fight. It's the first time a trilogy in a championship fight happens. So I'm happy for them. I mean, I will be there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to the UK. I'm going to be happy, and I'll be with our champion, Tyson Fury.
We look forward to seeing you there. Can you understand, though, and you said, fans always want someone like Fury to fight the best available opposition. Can you understand some of the criticisms, particularly that it's someone that Fury has fought twice before? Because no one disputes Chisora is a viable challenger. He's just beaten Kubrat Pulev. He definitely deserves a title shot. But I think it's more that he's already faced Chisora twice in the past, and those two fights were pretty one-sided.
Well, it's just going round and round. Chisora is a fighter who has good build, has a punch, and it's going to be an interesting match between two British. So if we look at all the fighters on front, most of them are high-level fighters that are not easy to land a negotiation in a short period of time. That is my interpretation. I believe Chisora is a challenger because there was a possibility of making a negotiation. But as I said, I'm very excited. For a reason, he has sold, I believe, 60,000 tickets, or I don't know if more. But I mean, there has to be interest, and Fury is a major player in boxing. So I, of course, support him.
Now, excuse me, just before I let you go, I was looking on your social media earlier, and you were harking back to 1986, when Mike Tyson, of course, won the WBC heavyweight title, becoming in the process the youngest world heavyweight champion in history. And you'd met Mike. You were flown over with your father, Jose, of course, and met Iron Mike Tyson on that trip. Just tell us a little bit about that.
It was amazing. I was going to high school in Massachusetts. A friend of mine invited me to his home for Thanksgiving. It was a holiday. And then 2 days before, he says, I'm sorry, you cannot come to me. With my parents were going somewhere else. So I'm stuck in school, all alone. I called my dad and I said, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. He says, he sent me a ticket. I flew from Boston to Las Vegas. And it was when Mike Tyson fought Berbick. So I met Mike Tyson at the weigh-in, young kid, 20 years old. I was 16. And after the fight, we hung out a little bit and enjoyed and became friends immediately. I call him Miguel since that day. So he has been a very dear personal friend of me personally, of my father. Of course, he was like a son. But Mike Tyson has a very special place in our hearts always.
As a 16-year-old boy hanging out with a 20-year-old Mike Tyson, how much of that trip can you actually talk about from after the fight?
Oh, it was nice because, I was born in a home of boxing without knowing it. We would come back from school, my brothers and myself, and there would be Muhammad Ali or Don King, Bob Arum, Chavez, Duran, Sugar Ray, having lunch at our house or meeting with my father at the house. My father always used the house to invite the guests as a way of showing hospitality. So we were always in very intimate touch with great superstars or with humble newcomers. So it has been always like that for us. Meeting Tyson was nice, and it's more exciting now than then because now Tyson, you know who Mike Tyson is. So he's very humble. He's a very nice friend, close, impersonal, and he's a dear, dear person. He's a good guy.